Hey guys, I am back with another video for you guys. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about why it's important to stretch your relaxers. Now, before we get into this video, if you haven't done so yet, go ahead and tap on that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to click on the notification bell so that you can get notified every time I release a new video. So before we can get into why a relaxer stretch is important and how to do a relaxer stretch, it's very important that we define what this term is. So if you're looking on the internet, you're going to find countless definitions for a relaxer stretch, but the one that I go off of is anytime you are stretching your relaxer past the 6 to 8 week mark. Okay, the reason why I'm saying 6 to 8 weeks is because if you are relaxing your hair at home and you look at the instructions in the relaxer kits, they will typically tell you to reapply your relaxer to your new growth between 6 to 8 weeks. My understanding of why the number of 6 to 8 weeks was chosen by relaxer companies is based off of statistics. So the average human person grows their hair about ½ an inch a month. Okay, so if you are giving somebody up to 2 months to relax their hair, then that means that their hair has grown an inch. Now, when you are relaxing your hair, you need about an inch of growth so that your relaxer doesn't overlap. But if we look at the situation a little bit further, you'll notice that yes, the average person grows their hair ½ an inch a month, which makes sense to say 8 weeks, and some people grow their hair faster, which makes sense to say 6 weeks. However, many of these companies fail to address the people that grow their hair at a slower pace, and that's where your relaxer stretch comes in. To ensure that you are not overlapping your relaxer with your previous application, you're going to stretch your relaxer out for a longer amount of time. That way you're making sure that your hair doesn't break at the line of demarcation. Now, what is the line of demarcation, girl? Why are you using these big words? Okay, I got you guys. So the line of demarcation is that point where your new growth meets your previously relaxed hair. That part is very fragile, so you want to make sure that your relaxer isn't being applied past that mark, because that's going to lead to breakage because you now have two different textures. And to be very clear, the two different textures that I'm talking about is your new growth, which is the natural part of your hair, which is one texture, and then the hair that has been relaxed previously, which is your second texture. Now, if unfortunately I lost some of you guys during my explanation, don't worry, boo, I am here for you. The teacher in me is telling me to go ahead and give you guys a visual, because some students are visual learners, other students are audio learners, so I don't want to isolate anybody. I'm going to go ahead and add a clip of a picture that shows you guys what the line of demarcation is. Is everybody still with me? Good. Now that we understand what a relaxer stretch is and we understand the line of demarcation, we're gonna go ahead and progress and talk about some of the setbacks you can face when doing a relaxer stretch and just pretty much how to do a relaxer stretch. What some people report when attempting a relaxer stretch is that they notice that their hair has more breakage than normal. Okay, now this is something that is easily fixable. Okay, you just need to always have in the back of your mind when you're attempting a relaxer stretch that you are dealing with two different textures, as I previously stated. Then you should automatically know off the bat that you can't continue to wake up in the morning and run all these different styling utensils through your hair. You can't continue to straighten your hair every single day with a flat iron. You can't attempt to straighten your hair without applying some sort of a heat protectant. Okay, so a lot of these people are attempting relaxer stretches, but they're not necessarily going about it the right way. So in this next section of the video, I'm going to explain to you guys how to properly go about doing a relaxer stretch. The next piece of advice I have for you guys is to avoid over manipulating your hair. So I get it completely. Before I knew how to grow long relaxed hair, you know, I'd wake up in the morning and look at myself and think, okay, I need to style my hair. So I'd grab my comb, I'd grab my brush, or I'd grab, you know, my flat iron, whatever I can get my hands on to where I can do my hair and look put together. I no longer think that way. Instead of looking at it like as how I'm gonna do my hair every day, I look at it as how I'm gonna do my hair for the week. I don't want you guys to think that I'm saying that the entire time you're relaxed you should have a protective hairstyle. What I'm saying is that you really want to utilize your protective hairstyles, especially towards the end of your relaxer stretch. You can still have fun with your relaxed hair, you can still wear it down, you can still do cute hairstyles, but you need to do these things in moderation. An alternative to a protective hairstyle would be a low manipulation hairstyle. So if you're not fully sold on protective hairstyles, you still have the option of low manipulation styles. I believe I covered the difference between the two in a previous video, but in case you missed it, a protective hairstyle is any hairstyle that protects your ends completely. So as you can see, my ends are not out at all in this hairstyle. Now, a low manipulation hairstyle is a hairstyle that will last a while, but your ends can be out. Now, example of low manipulation hairstyles would be braid outs, twist outs, flexi rods, bantu knot outs, pin curls. So with these hairstyles, your hair is out, like your ends are out, but they can still, you know, last a couple days. The main thing you need to worry about when attempting a relaxer stretch is to baby that new growth. Okay, so when you're in the shower and you're doing your deep conditioner, I really want you guys to get in there, get the product into your new growth. Okay, also pay attention to your ends because that is the oldest part of your hair. Now, after doing your deep conditioners and it's time for your conditioner, you want to make sure that you're doing the same thing again. Really put all of your energy into your new growth and your ends because those are the parts of your hair that need the most TLC. The final tip I have for you guys is to make sure that you keep your hair moisturized. Okay, you can do this in various ways. Like I previously mentioned, make sure that you are deep conditioning your hair regularly. Make sure that you're conditioning your hair. Also, you could also moisturize and seal. If you don't know what I'm talking about and it sounds like gibberish, then go ahead and check out my previous videos. I have a video all about moisturizing and sealing. Also, make sure you drink a lot of water. I know that sounds so stereotypical, but seriously guys, I noticed that the more water I drink, the better my hair and my skin looks. So you really want to make sure that you stay hydrated. Just avoid, you know, doing anything that's going to make your hair brittle, because when you don't moisturize your hair is brittle and that can lead to more breakage. So just be mindful of those things. Alright guys, so that completes today's video. If you enjoyed this video, then go ahead and show me that you liked it by pressing on the like button. Also, don't forget to comment and subscribe. And finally, don't forget to click on that notification bell so that you can get notified every time I release a new video. Bye guys!